Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Big DK Energy Podcast. My name is Danny K, or the DK in the Big DK Energy. And hailing all the way from Daytona Beach, we have a 10-year comedian who's here to tell us about his mockumentary coming up called Better Than Ever. Please help me in introducing today's guest, Mr. SC Yearty.
What's going on, guys? What's happening?
How's it going, dude?
Pretty good, man. I'm chill. It took forever. Like I was telling you on the garage, like it took me somewhere else.
Yeah, it took you to the land.
Took you to the land, and I don't know. It was like some Nightmare on Elm Street type street. You know the streets where they don't have sidewalks? It's just road and then grass between it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, those are the people where you don't know where the direction is going. So I'm pretty afraid of those roads, those neighborhoods.
I don't blame you.
So I'm just like, you can't even put a sidewalk. What's going on with the sidewalk?
Do you expect a murder at Target?
Yeah. No shit.
I mean, I can imagine someone freaking out. Like, actually, one time I saw a video of this one woman. She was absolutely off the rocker, and she started throwing snow globes at everybody. And so then, good for the security guard. He was able to take her down single-handedly, but like she was putting up quite a fight, and she was also yelling some not so great things too. So it was
the racial slurs,
actually
that happens. Listen, man, I mean, not surprised.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Listen, man,
you probably had to deal with that in your life.
Oh wow, we're going there. I mean, I don't care. I did, like, throughout life, you know what I'm saying, but I was one of those kids that was like very nonchalant as fuck. Like I was like, I didn't know until I thought back at it into that situation, like later on in life. I'm like, oh shit, she was being racist. But at that time, and it's mostly women that was racist. It was weird.
Really?
Yeah. Or the men is just, they were a little bit more aggressive towards me versus the men. You can see it in the men, but they were just like, man, I don't know what he'll do if I do say this. Like, they're more cautious. But it just feel like the women was like, man, fuck that. Like, you're da-da-da-da-da-da. When I was a kid, and I thought back at it, I was like, oh shit. There's some very aggressive white women, man.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that. But have any of these experiences influenced anything that's happening in your new mockumentary series?
Yeah, a lot. It is. Like, I have a lot of experiences, more exaggerated than the most, of course, just for the entertainment purposes. But it is a lot of things that is chunked from my life or things that I experienced into this mockumentary. It is scripted. I do have a great team, great group of people that surround it. Thank God I have another production team that's helping me with this, HT Productions. They're out of Daytona Beach. Xavier Harris, Jeffrey Turner. Those guys are incredible type of people that I work with. I've been working with them for a year. We're making a really great series. Film students right now, but I think they're fucking geniuses, man. I think they're prodigies, dude. They're making this new movie called Yasuke shit, like the first black samurai.
Oh, Yasuke, of course.
Yeah, Yasuke. Yeah.
Are they actually going to do it
historically? Yeah.
Okay.
Like feudal Japan, shit like that.
Okay,
like,
not the garbage that Netflix put out.
No.
I was very disappointed.
No, they hated that too. That's what they expressed to me. So I can't wait until the Jeffrey Turner, he directs and writes it. But it's gonna be insane when I see it. I was like, oh shit. When I called them, I was like, why y'all doing this? Because they're doing a GoFundMe page right now. I'll give you that later on. But
exactly, we'll put it in the
we'll
box.
put it. Okay, cool. So yeah, they just want to make it come to life. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, that's one of my favorite black folktale stories. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a good story to get out there for sure.
Some odd reason when you mentioned that, the first thing that popped to mind also was John Henry. What? You said black folktale heroes.
No. John Henry's great. That's the guy with the hammer, right?
Yeah, the one that has to battle the steam engine.
That was a movie, right?
Well, it's a tall tale, but it was animated by Disney.
It didn't make it live action? Because I saw No. I seen a movie when I was younger. A big black dude with a hammer. I swear. It was some movie. I don't know. But I didn't see the animated. Was it animated?
Yeah, it was like one of those earlier like 1930s animated, and he has to battle like the steam engine, and he eventually wins. But the thing is that he's hammering through the rock so hard that his heart gives out at the end. So unfortunately, he passes away.
Oh shit! See, why the black dude gotta die? What's up with this folktale? I don't like the black guy dying in this. Like everybody else living happily ever after. If it's not a black folktale, but if now somebody gotta die, somebody gotta like have an ultimate ending. Like, hey man, somebody gotta go. Why? I'm just kidding.
I just watched the movie. I didn't write it.
No. This is to the writers. You hear me? This is to the writers.
The writers have been dead for like
somebody. Damn, how long this movie came? How long this animation?
I think it was like the 40s or 50s.
Okay, yeah, they're gone. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Descendants. If you're ever thinking of making that movie again, rebooted. Dude is alive.
I don't know, because Disney with their live actions, they're kind of rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
And there's not much flavor left, if you catch my drift.
Oh yeah, no, it's repeating itself over and over again, and you think the same film is going to work, and you think it's going to pick back up like it did back in the early 2000s or early 90s. That shit ain't gonna pick back up, man. You got to go with a new formula like you guys did back in the 2000s.
Exactly. You need stuff like mockumentaries.
Yeah,
going back to
you know what I'm saying?
Better than ever.
Exactly.
So
I love how you keep tying up to my show. I love that.
Well, we gotta keep. Sometimes the train of thought gets derailed,
it's amazing.
And we need to bring it back.
Of course.
And so, better than ever. Tell me, why a mockumentary series versus other shows? For example, do your reality TV or your regular documentaries?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I like the concept of making fun of things. I like things that having fun with the social aspect of things. Like we have serious, in quotations, reality shows, things that's dramatic and everything. Like I love things that makes fun of itself. So mockumentaries like Parks and Rec, The Office, Abbott Elementary, these are things that make fun of itself because they are documentary, but it's real shit. They put real social aspects into this shit.
Oh, I guess they hide it as a mockumentary so that they can get away with it, because they showed it as documentary. You feel like they'd get flagged down or they'd just fizzle out of existence?
Yeah. And it also it's the best outlet to show what I've been through, to show what I've gone through.
Oh, so your life has been pretty gritty, I would say.
I don't think, it's not a Batman film. Like
that's not what I meant.
No.
I don't see you randomly attacking people at
my
night.
parents died and I want to make a dramatic comedy about. No, it's more like things that you've seen insane in your life, but you want to put a lighter tone to it. But it's still insane. But versus me just putting it, because we have so many light things. So it's like I could make a documentary about the streets of Daytona or like serious shit, because there is things that go down in that city in Daytona. But I was just like, this mockumentary takes place of my life during New York and Daytona Beach. So me coming down from New York and me adjusting back to my hometown of Daytona, coming back here and everything, while also showing things that I've been through throughout my entire life, of course.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So throughout that chronicle of your life, so one thing that you're kind of known about, especially since you've been doing it for 10 years, is comedy.
Right.
First of all, how many episodes will the series be?
6.
So within that 6 episode span, where do you see yourself putting the comedy aspect in?
All of them.
Oh, it's
an entirety of it.
So it's kind of like a mockumentary of your comedy career through New York and Daytona.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So who else besides you is part of the cast?
The casting, okay, let me tell you about the casting. The casting was kind of like, I would say it wasn't like any other casting. Like I just bring somebody in the room, like everybody goes on audition, and then it was like, say a line in front of me. No, I went out to them. I went out to colleges. I went out to malls, things like that. I went to influencer meetings. I actually went to an influencer meeting. I'm talking about influencer meetings. Like, if you put these guys together, these guys have 1 million followers on TikTok. It's
Real
like,
followers? I'm just kidding.
No, I don't know. I hope so. So, because I'm like, oh God. But if I can get these guys to be in the show and also get that expertise that they want and also what I want as well, we can also, because we're all on the same plate. We're eating the same at the same table. Let's just be honest here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all just want that bread, but at the same time,
we're just getting stale ones.
We're just getting stale. Exactly. So I just want to walk in there and get this show together. And
that's right. I want a freshly baked loaf, goddammit.
I want sourdough in this bitch. No, it was a hard process, but it was a fun process to me. So how I got the characters on the show. I went to Studio 85. Studio 85 is located in Daytona Beach. It's in Evolution Mall, exactly. It's run by Victoria, absolute sweetheart, amazing. She was very helpful in this. Like, she gave a chance on me. Like, I just came in there like, hey, I'm doing a show, everything like that. She was like, oh, okay. What do you need? Absolutely everything like that. And I was like,
sound like Mickey Mouse?
No. What do you need? What do you want?
I'm just giving you shit.
But that's how I usually impersonate everybody.
I'm just giving you shit.
That's how I impersonate The Rock.
Let me see.
Do you know what The Rock is cooking?
This reminds me of this is one kind of like fusion impression that I try to do. It's Jerry Seinfeld as Captain Kirk.
Okay, let me hear it.
Stargate 56 S21. Ahura still hates Kramer.
It does. Terrible. That was horrible. I'm not gonna front with you.
He's a grown ass man and he knows what he did.
I'm kidding. I'm joking with you.
I'm not kidding. He knows what he did.
Oh no. Kramer. Oh my God. Let's not even go into that dude, please.
You're good.
Oh my God. I was a fan of him. I love Seinfeld.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
See, I'm just starting Seinfeld, but the thing is that it's like every time I see Kramer, I'm like, oh boy, if only they could see like 10 years into the future.
I know.
Oh, but actually, now that I think about it, Seinfeld is a chronicle of Jerry Seinfeld's comedy career, which is very much like how you're describing your series.
Right.
So we were talking about the casting.
Yeah, it's kind of like Jerry Seinfeld. They should show in a way. It's a lot of inspiration from these things right now because my character has like a Jerry Seinfeld-esque to him, nonchalant, stuff like that. He even wears varsity jackets in it, like in acid wash jeans.
Hopefully you never have to play a bee in a cheesy movie.
Oh God, no. But I'll take it for the money. I ain't gonna front with you. I'll definitely do it.
I mean, it was mean the hell out of.
And then to my parents, they'll be like, oh, you got a job. But the casting, Studio 85. I went to these influencers. I told them, Victoria, she was like, hey, this is the television producer, He's looking for a casting for everybody in here. She introduced me to everybody in that bitch. Like, everybody. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, for my villain, I have a villain in the...
Is this a superhero show?
No. Okay. This is more like the antagonist of my show.
Okay.
Like, he's like the opposite of me.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you like a superhero in the show?
No,
where you're just like, okay, I'm about to go.
No, it's more like a villain for my ego, against my own ego. Like it's kind of like I want to tell you the name. I don't know if you'll bleep this out or not, but his character's name is Gun Hands. He's a rapper from Daytona Beach. He stayed in Daytona Beach. The character is me and him and another girl. This is my character in the show. We were high school friends, everything like that. We separated once we graduated. She went to college in Canada. I went to New York to do my own comedy bit, everything like that. Gun Hands stayed in Daytona doing his rap, but he got a lot of followings. He got a lot of reputation, everything like that. But he's insane now. So he's more like ego-filled, everything like that. And it's kind of the ego that I battled in 2017. Like, I'm not going to front with you. Like, these are things like, I have another friend who's a doctor, Mari Keene. That's his actual name. We actually kept it true to actual names, except for Gun Hands. so everybody has their own name in it, but the villain has not his name in it. And then his real name is actually not his actual real name either.
Did we ever find out his real name?
Yeah, you do. Like later on in the season, like when he goes to jail or something like that in episode 6, like the end. Like he has a redemption arc too. Yeah. No, he actually has a redemption arc too. So it's kind of like an on play too. So he got a lot of little B story inside as well too.
Since I'm a big Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, Zuko had a great redemption arc. So
I like that. I like that because I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, bro.
My poster right there is
shit!
It's a quote from Uncle Iroh.
Right next to Black Panther.
Yeah, dude, T'Challa's my boy.
I love it.
Guess the band in the corner.
I can't even see that shit.
It's Gorillaz, one of my favorite bands.
Oh, I was about to say Naked Brothers Band because I see a piano in that bitch. Every time I automatically see, I get right back to childhood. I was like, oh, Naked Brothers Band. I was like, every time I see something paranormal or something, Danny Phantom.
You know what? I got called that a little bit in high school. It was pretty cool though.
I love it.
In fact, my initials are DK, which is one of the reasons why big DK energy, but then I was called Donkey Kong a lot in high school growing up.
That can have a good meaning or a bad meaning at the same time. He got that Donkey Kong.
Great.
He got that Kong. You know that Kong.
Or Drift King.
Drift King is cool. Oh, yeah, from Tokyo Drift.
That's what it is,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's my shit. I love Bow Wow.
Oh my God, I forgot about Bow
Wow.
Yeah,
no, he was in it. I
totally forgot about Bow Wow. Him and Lil Romeo, remember those two?
Oh, man, they were two peas in a fucking pod, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they still are. I think they cool, but Lil Romeo's more Shade Moss, which is Bow Wow's real name. I think he's more like, if I get ball out, like, I'm still relevant, like, I'm still in it. And then Lil Romeo's like, man, peace, brother. Like, I'm trying to get shit together with my dad.
Which is noble.
Master P. What I understand. Like, I fuck with that, and I like that dynamic as well too. If they still together talking like that, like having their own dynamic thing, I think that's a good show. Let's be honest with you.
Yeah, you know,
I will watch a Lil Romeo and Bow Wow reality show.
Yeah, but something I'm more excited to watch is Better Than Ever.
Oh, I like that. But you said better than ever.
I said better than ever.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Ever.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I made sure to enunciate
ever.
Oh, wait, that's Kanye, and I don't like him right
now. Dive. Okay, listen. Why you don't like Kanye? Please break it to me.
As a Jew, I just don't like the fact that he's someone that wants my people off the planet.
Okay,
is that fair?
It is fair. It is fair. If he was saying it like that, honestly, I interpret it a different way. It's more like he's announcing something that's in entertainment. Jews run Hollywood.
There's a reason why.
There is a reason. I know. I actually want to know your reason for that.
Actually, it's also kind of ties to the stereotype of why we're greedy. It's because in the medieval times, just like around the time, the 50s, 60s, we were barred from many types of employment. And so one of the few places that was hiring us, we just wanted to feed our people.
Right.
So that's why Hollywood and the banks, back then, were two avenues that just so happened to invite Jews. And that's where everything stems from.
Wow. And I feel like that's what Kanye was trying to express, but I feel like it went a whole different way.
If I think he is insane. Would I be here filming in my apartment?
No shit. I would be too. Let me come with you, Nick. Like...
brother,
like, come on, man. Like, I understand, but I feel like the way he said it in a different tone is just more like, I wish he would have said it differently, because it was more like he just announcing this is happening. This is actually what's going on. But he did take it too far. But I feel like he's experimenting with his own status. Think about it. This dude, he's smart. He's a smart guy. Like, I feel like he's experimenting with it. He's like, okay, look, check this out. He talked about George Floyd. Remember, he went on that podcast show, Drink Champs, about George Floyd. Think they put something in his neck, stuff like that. They didn't choke him out. They put something in his neck. I think he just saying that just to be like, all right, let me see how much I get a rise out of that.
Got it.
Nothing. Okay, cool. All right, they went past that. All right, we forgive you. All right, we still listening to your shit. Next incident, he put on the White Lives Matter thing. Yeah, okay, White Lives Matter. All right, cool. He even had Lauryn Hill's daughter wearing the same shit. And they were like, hey, cheese, smile. Look at my shit. All right, nobody cared. Cool. I care. I definitely, I'm black. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then we got this one. He's a Jew. Jews doing this, Jews doing that, everything like that. What the fuck? Are you serious? Are you insane? Now, couple weeks when everybody get their all this, while he's literally getting kicked out of the building, I feel like in the video, because it looked like it's empty as fuck, or that's just his aesthetic. But it's just like, he put this video like, gotcha, like all that. Like, he just talking about, oh, well, thank you for coming and listening to my shit. All this happened. He dropped all this. The company's gone. They froze his bank account. For how? For what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he said something against what's already been known and already been said. It's like Voldemort, the one who never speaks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is he to tell anybody else that? But at the same time, he's just seeing what he's saying, or like what he's seeing. And it's not like, he's doing it any wrong and everything. I'm Judeo. I'm a Judeo-Christian. Like, I believe in the Old Testament. I believe in the Torah. I believe in the 5 first books of the Torah. And I also believe that the only disagreement we have between Jews and Christians is Jesus was a fucking magician or just somebody who just came down here or actually doing stuff. But I feel like it's an extension of God. It's not really more like, saying God gave us free will. If God can do anything he wants to do, if he can procreate, why can't he do everything like that? You know what I'm saying?
Do we see any of this religious influence in the show at all?
I do have a conversation with my rabbi.
So, as a Judeo-Christian, you have both a priest and a rabbi.
I only have a rabbi.
Huh, okay. So, tell me, what were you discussing with your rabbi?
Usually about the show, about what's going on.
What did he think?
He thought it was a good idea.
Oh, sweet. Well, that's
to be honest with you, he said that's a really interesting perspective when it comes to between Christians and Jews.
I was talking about the whole show in general.
Oh, yeah, he loved it. Yeah. No. He was like, this is funny.
Okay, but I guess that makes sense that you interpret it as what he thought of your views. But anyway, you were continuing on what he thought about that?
He just thought it was really introspective when it comes to the comments. Because I want real comments. I want social aspects in this. These are things like, my grandma's a Judeo-Christian. I got Jewish friends. I got everything like this. And honestly, sometimes, because I am unorthodox, of course. But with unorthodox, it's just more like they're like, no, God has a physical body. I was like, I understand that. That's good. But you have to understand, like, he made us in our own image. He made us in everything. Why can't he? If we can procreate, why can't he? Is that impossible for him to test it? He tests us all the time. Maybe in the early days, maybe he was trying to figure it out. He was just like, all right, let me put a whole person in there. Like, no, we're not doing that again. So, you know what I'm saying?
Let me try this plague out. Oh,
yeah. Let me try these out. Let me do this and everything like that. And my rabbi was like, yo, that shit hard. It's not just for my entertainment or your entertainment. It's for really people that things that are not being said that wants to be said. And that's what he liked. Or that no one's ever said.
All right, you know what? That's totally fair because view might be seen as different to some.
Oh, yeah. No. I understand. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's just that whole thing about, like, I don't want to bring him back up, but the whole Ye thing, it's like you can at least understand why.
Yeah. Oh no, I understand completely. Yeah. Like I'm not giving him any credit. Because, like the way he said it was the Hitler thing. What the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna front with that. Like, that shit threw me off. I ain't gonna cap. Why? Like, on Alex Jones of all people? Kanye, I loved you.
This is just how I see it. I can't control other people's interpretation of what he said. I just know that I will stick by mine, and that is for the time being until he does something to apologize or, listen, if he does not like one Jewish guy because he felt like one Jewish guy did it wrong, that's okay. I'm watching the Netflix series on Bernie Madoff. That guy was an asshole, but he just so happened to be a Jew. Yeah. But it just sucks because there's only 15 million of us, and people love to point out the bad Jews like, Madoff and all these other guys to show as justification that all of us need to go. And so for me, that's something I don't fuck with, and that's why I'm not happy with anything that's said. So, like I said, I can't control other people. It's just that I just don't want to be brandished with a target on my forehead just because of who I am.
Right. And we shouldn't. And sometimes we got to sit back and assess what's been said. We got to look back and just like how they said it. What they said. Do they mean it? Are they saying it? Are they trying to say something else in a different way or everything like that before I could put that brandishing on them and be like, I'm done with this dude completely. I have to sit back. I can't just do or go follow the way of people and just be like, well, he said it. Yeah, he said it. Like, I have to look for myself. And some things people say, like God says, I see your heart. And that's what we all can do. And that's what I'm trying to model, is seeing people's heart. It's not about what they said or anything like that. I want to see what's your heart. You a good person in general or not. So that's why I'm basing it off on. Because I'm a spiritual guy, dude. I'm in it. I love the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's funny how we're bringing up social commentary because I feel like your show is also meant to do that as well. I mean, as you mentioned before, mockumentaries are a satire that is real but is only labeled as comedy so that it can get through the censors.
Yeah, you can say it like that.
So I don't know.
You can definitely describe it like that. No, for sure.
All right.
That's accurate.
That being said, besides racism and maybe some religious points of view, what are some other social commentary that you mean to achieve through this mockumentary?
Just culture in general.
What's your definition of culture?
So my definition of culture is what's going on, what's happening now.
Is it clothes that people wear? Is it what we eat?
Everything, man. Everything, like everything in between. Like I have a script right here. It's about the recent death of P&B Rock. When he passed away, stuff like that. I'm sitting in the restaurant. In the show, I'm sitting in the restaurant with my girl. She trying to put me on social media, stuff like that. I can't do that. Everything like that. So because she says, why? Because I don't know who's here. I don't know what's going on. So we kind of have a little pick and pack, like things going on. It's about not putting social things, not everything is sociable, which can lead to death. It can, like things that happens of real life that happens culturally impacted. P&B Rock was a culturally known person. So I want to incorporate things that happen into this show.
How did P&B Rock influence you directly? Because it sounds like he did.
He didn't really influence me. A lot of people did influence me on this. I'm not gonna front.
Like who?
Oh, Tory Lane.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So I make fun of him. Like I'm making fun of like these people. Like these are not people.
Hey, you
like
gotta shoot your shot.
Yeah. It's like no.
Too soon?
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. What is wrong? I love it. No, mostly like Tory Lanez, other comedians, Jerry Seinfeld, Larry David, things that influence things like the social aspects. Like Chris is weird in this show. I'm weird in real life. I'm not gonna. I'm awkward.
I can tell. I'm just kidding.
No. Like I'm awkward. Like I am. I'm visibly awkward, and that's what you see in the show. And everybody highlights that in the show. That's why I put so much writing into more of the characters than me. These are guys that I want to show out with. Like I can't do that because I'm into my own awkwardness. Because I'm literally thinking about what you say. Like these are my opinions. I hope you don't be mad. Like you know what I'm saying. But my friends like, man, fuck that. So they're my outlets when it comes to this. But versus right now, it's about me finding myself, trying to find out who I am. What's my identity? I'm a comedian, but yeah, I feel like I'm in a vessel of my own me. I feel like I'm in my own self.
And you feel like you want to branch out into another personality is what you're saying. That you don't want to just be a one-dimensional being for the rest of your life. And
no.
It's just...
But there's different comedians when it comes to other than stand-up. I feel like stand-up is like the starting point. I feel like stand up is like the boxing gym when you go around and do some rounds in and be like, okay, what's my other outlets?
And then improv is like a jujitsu or something like that.
Yeah. Second City is like, but it's more like once I start practicing in the batting, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to get me into acting. It's time to get into writing, directing. What other comedians? How can I show my comedic things, but put it out there, but more than stand up?
Okay, got it.
Writing.
You're not just the guy talking at the mic. You do the entire shebang.
I do the whole entire shebang. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's my existence as a podcast right now.
Exactly. And I had a podcast. I try to put so many outlets into one. Like, I don't want to be this one guy who's like, oh, stand-up comedian and everything. To be honest, I liked it. And you know what's weird? I had a show. I came back from New York 2020. I lost my apartment in New York due to me losing my job in the middle. You're fine. Thank you, bro. In the middle of the pandemic because the city was shut down.
Oh, I had a friend in NYC.
Oh, man. I was like, what the fuck? So I had to force back to move back to my parents, stuff like that for a little minute to get back on my feet. That is what the precipice of the show is. I'm not going to front with you. But in this show, he has his own mansion. He has his own stuff and everything like that. So he's kind of, in this show, he has a little bit more money.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of a millionaire and stuff like that because he had a Netflix special or some shit.
I mean, that's just you in the future.
Yeah. Thank you. And then he came out on the special, said some crazy stuff, and then he got canceled. So he got to be forced back to move back. And
okay,
got it. You know what I'm saying? So I talk exactly cancel culture, everything like that comes into it. Kanye definitely, you can see in 2017, there's gonna be flashbacks in the show where I have Kanye-esque type.
I mean, that makes sense because that's before all the shit went down. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it's like your character has his own redemption arc.
Exactly. While also, once he goes back to Daytona, you see my villain as well, who plays by Javian Sims. He's this incredible influence. I met him at Studio 85. We actually became friends like that. Like I just met him like 6 months ago, and now we're just clicking. Oh, let me tell you, we want to get potential producers as well. We actually have 2 potential producers who hopefully would do our show. Daniel Curtis and then also Roscoe Dash.
Wait, the Roscoe Dash? ROSCEO. Yeah. Put it on me, please.
So let me tell you about that. One of my actors who plays Mari King, who's actually, his name is Mari King. He's a rapper. He opened up for Roscoe Dash and Rich Homie Quan.
Oh, wow.
In Geneva, Florida. I went there. He invited me over there. We were like, oh, okay, yeah, come see me at the show and everything. I was like, cool, I can get you in for free. I was like, all right, bet. So we did. We went there, everything like that. So before I went to my dealer. I was like, yo, I went to go get an acid tab. So, no, that's like, I was like, yo, if I'm going to Geneva, if I'm going to go ball out, I never went there in my life, I swear to God. When I came on the ranch, the property, it was a whole fucking ranch. I was like, where the fuck am I? Why are we at a barn? The whole concert was at a ranch. Pulled into this big fairground thing like that. It had like very Republican sayings like, we don't call the police. And then the property owner was walking around with a big fucking dog, but it wasn't a dog, it was an actual wolf. Yeah, he had a whole trained wolf right next to him, just letting him eat everything that was people was dropping on the ground, eating hot dogs and shit. He was like, oh, yo. I was like, that's a cute dog, man. That ain't dog, man. And then Mari was next to me. He was like, yo, that's a fucking wolf, son. He was like, bro, because his hair was standing up and he looked like methed out dog. The way he was like, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a fucking wolf, man. Because I had to see him eat first, because wolves show their whole teeth and the gums like fat as hell.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I forgot when they do that. It's like a sign of not aggression, but it's a sign of don't fuck with me right now.
Yeah. While I'm eating, like I'm in this domain. So if you try to get me while I'm eating,
you're gonna catch these paws.
Yeah, no, for sure. So when we went to the show, I ain't gonna front, I'm stoned out already after. So I was like, this dude had a song or something like that that Mari did not fuck with. It was like one of the performers before him. He was like, man, I ain't like the line because they talk about George Floyd and everything like that. So I was like, man, I'm sorry. So I was blazing in his face. I was like in his face like, oh man, I'm sorry, bro. That's terrible. So he did his show. Rich Homie Quan came on, like 2 more shows after him. After him, it was Roscoe Dash. Roscoe Dash came on. Show was a great show. Honestly, they played the hits. They played, it made me back. I was back in middle school. It was amazing. Went backstage. It wasn't even a backstage really. It was like a big open fucking field and like a stage in the middle. I could just walk back there. Like it wasn't nobody went through like, hey, what's your name, Chris? Oh, my boy. Like, no. So I went to Rich Homie Quan. I was like, yo, Rich Homie, I think he had a great show, stuff like that. He was digging. He was like, all right, that's nice.
Great.
I was like, oh, okay, so I don't even want to tell you about the show, fuck it, because I really wanted them both to hopefully be the potential thing. Roscoe, I went to Roscoe, he was talking to another fan, stuff like that. I think he was going to some buffet or something like that, like he looked like he was about to go eat. And I was like, yo, excuse me, Roscoe, can I talk to you? Can I look at you, man? I'm Chris, I'm a comedic writer. I just want to let you know that I'm doing a show called Better Than Ever. I was wondering if you could potentially produce, and I actually guest star in the show. It's a mockumentary. It's kind of like Abbott Elementary, stuff like, oh yeah, I fuck with that. But the whole time he was like, man, I fuck with that hood because I was wearing like a Rutgers hoodie. He was like, yeah, I fuck with that Rutgers hoodie too. Where you get that? I was like, hey, man, don't worry about that shit right now. No, I didn't say that.
Well, at least he got a compliment. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, no, he did. So when he was like, I told him about it, he was like, yo, I just want to get my city out here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let them know that this is social commentary show. I actually told him, I broke it down with him. It's about a comedian coming from New York, trying to get back his arc back in Daytona Beach. And he was like, yo, okay, I fuck with that. We shoot it just like Abbott Elementary. He was like, yeah, that's hard, everything. I'm just letting you know, I cannot pay you. I'm just letting you know, because we have overextended our budget. Like, we do not have no money when it comes to this. Like, I'm in the negatives. and that's a sacrifice. I fuck with that. And then most people, man, damn, you spent all your money. I was like, bro, if you want an investment, do it, dude. Like, go. Why? Why are you holding off? Like, just do it. Oh, if you don't know how to do it, research. Just Google. It's just all about you. You're in your way. But when Roscoe heard what I was saying, he was like, oh yeah, that's hard. That's definitely hard. No, we could get something together. He'll put my number down. And I actually have Roscoe's personal number. I'm just kidding. No. Right now. But he's super cool. Like, I sent him the script and everything like that. He was like, yeah, baby, let me know. That's the last thing I got from text. Let me know. But I did not let him know, because I did not write. I'm kind of almost done with his script, but I'm not, because since I potentially might get Roscoe Dash, I want to be like, I got to be in my funniest. Like, this has got to be.
But at the same time, don't overexert yourself, because I feel like then you're going to write stuff that isn't funny. And then you're going to be like...
Yeah, that's true too.
But do what feels natural to SC Yearty, not Roscoe Dash.
Yes, sir. I like that confirmation.
Of course, man. I mean, you're the one coming up the show. I mean, there's...
like that information.
I got you, man. Well, we're all struggling entertainers out here.
Oh, man. You know it. You know the struggle of being an entertainer, man.
I don't mind calling myself a podcast host. I mean, because I constantly put out episodes. So therefore, I can claim myself as a podcast host. You
get somewhat type of money. You on Anchor or some shit?
Yeah, I have like the 10 cents per 1,000 clicks or something like that.
Okay, well, you can still put it on your taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. But that's really cool, though, that Dash decided to do it.
Nah, I don't know. Like, this is a potential, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to kid him, because he could just tell, he could look at my script and be like, what the fuck is this? Or he could just be like, I'm on world tour now. Or I don't know where, I don't know, whatever the fuck. And then when I say, I got the script for you, he could be like, dude, I'm out of the country or some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is the problematic of him being free. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If we paid him, he got to be there. But, just because of the budget's sake, I wouldn't mind free.
Exactly. You at least put it up front. You didn't...
Yeah, I put it like straight up, I can't pay you, man. You was an inspiration. Like, I'm saying, like, I'm a big fan and everything like that. And people like to know where you been at. Like,
Exactly.
So I would love to see Roscoe again, especially... hopefully with me.
I hope so too, because that would be an extra bonus thing for the show, but that's not what's gonna make the show.
Show the big, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, of course.
Man, SC, sounds like your whole life, especially between the pandemic and now, has been hectic. But it's kind of that hecticness that leads to.
It's the hecticness I need. It's not what I want; it's what I need.
Correct, and it'll lead to a great show.
Yeah.
And I'm just so glad that we'll be able to find out about you through this show. But we're actually about to find out more about you through my favorite part of any Big DK Energy episode, which is the bonus question round.
Oh, shit.
10 questions you do not know about, but it's still appropriate enough that you'll still be able to get investors for your show.
Okay.
So with that being said, are you ready?
Yeah. Hit me with it, my man.
Excellent. Question number 1. You're transported into the world of Rick and Morty. Rick gifts you one item that can do any one thing specifically in the universe. What's the item, and what does it do?
Oh... that's a good question. Have you played this game, Saints Row the Third?
I've heard about it, yes.
Okay, they had this big ass... Nah, I can't say that.
It's your answer.
You know how they had this big... All right, I'm going to say it too. You can bleep it out, whatever. Just bleep it out, whatever. You know how they had this big ass...
Oh.
Like, it's like a baseball bat, but it's like bigger than a bat. That's what I would do. That's my choice of weapon going down with them. I'm not going to front. I would actually have Morty as well, too. The uncertainty in that bot as well with this weapon that I have of choice.
Does it have any superpower, or is it just
No, you just slap aliens around with it. That's all you do.
Oh, okay. Interesting item, but it's your item to have. So, that being said, question number 2. You're doing your dream comedy tour.
Okay.
Who are 3 of the other members, and what's one city you must tour in?
I'll have Eric Andre, Gerard Carmichael, Larry David. But he's like heckling everybody else before he gets on stage.
And what's one city you must tour in?
I got a tour in Tibet. Is the spot. Just somewhere where no one done comedy. But I want it live stream. I want people to see it in. Like, you can't make it to Tibet. You know what I'm saying? So,
fair. I can see you like with the yaks in the background.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
all the cool flags.
Exactly. But it's indoor. It's not outside because I know Tibet code.
So I've seen 2. Question number 3. Name me one far-fetched bucket list item.
I already done it. I took a shit on the street. Okay, let me tell you the backstory of this. Okay, there was this homeless guy who was already taking a shit in front of my building, already on the street. This was like 2017, 2018.
Is this in New York?
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, you see everything in New York. So everybody was disgusted. Everybody was like, oh, what's going on? Like, everything like that. Somehow I resonated with him. It was weird. It was a weird, interesting connection. And it seemed like he had a story. Not like that. Not like I just introduced. So we was between his cars. He was like on the curb in between these cars, like the front of the car and the bumper. So basically I went on the other side of the car, which was in front of the car, and I took a shit. So basically we took a shit on both sides of the car. We just talked like, hey man, like, what's going on? He was kind of confused. I ain't gonna front with you. I was too at the time, but I think I was definitely under some ton of shit. I don't know what's going on, but it was funny. But no. It was a beautiful resonating.
How humanizing of you?
It was very human. Yeah, it was a very weird human interaction. Even when I think about it, I'm just like, I couldn't just talk to him.
Yeah.
I had to take a shit with him.
Okay.
I had to. I mean, fuck it.
Question number 4. Dream vacation and itinerary.
Australia. I've been to Australia, but I want to go back. That's the dream vacation. Like, that's why I want to retire, actually. Australia it's a nice place, dude.
I've never been, but I can only imagine.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, dude, I'm broke. One day I have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't do it right now.
You got to. Like, you got to go there.
I'll figure out some way. That being said, question number 5. Your life is being turned into a cartoon, which includes a talking pet. Who's doing the animation? What is the pet? And who's voicing it?
Jack Stuber is doing the animation. He animated Opal, Opal. It's like on Adult Swim. It's like claymation.
Huh. I don't remember seeing that one.
Or Wes Anderson. I would definitely do a Fantastic Mr. Fox type shit.
Okay.
Kind of dilemma. My choice of pet, it'll probably be a Wolverine, an actual Wolverine. People are dangerous, man.
Oh, they'll drag caribou by themselves.
But I want him to be nonchalant, so I gotta get a nonchalant guy. Like, you're like, yo, everybody chill. Like, everybody relax. Like, bro, you're the dangerous person in this place, man. Who I want that to be? Shoot, I'll say Will Ferrell.
Okay.
As a Wolverine, like he just.
I can see that. Or if I chose a Wolverine, it would be James Earl Jones because one.
Oh my God!
Well,
that's hard.
It's a double meaning. One, because he's got a great voice, but 2, he went to the University of Michigan, which are the Wolverines.
Oh my gosh, that's a good tie back. I fuck with that.
I hate Michigan, but that's one credit I'll give them. And plus, that's where Tom Brady went. So I guess it's known for some things.
What's your college team?
UCF.
UCF, of course. You went there, right?
Mm-hmm. Graduated in 2018.
Oh, nice.
Question number 6. You're having drinks with 3 individuals who have influenced you that are not friends or family. Who are they, and what's one piece of wisdom you gained from each of them?
Tom Green.
Wait, Tom Green?
Tom Green, just be yourself.
Wait, like from Road Trip?
This dude is fucking genius. Tom Green.
So Tom Green's number 1.
Tom Green, be yourself. No matter what. Don't fucking matter what. Who else is good? Tyler, the Creator. Tyler, the Creator is also your own individuality, for sure. Who else? Wesley Snipes. Pay your taxes.
Yo, but out of everywhere, did you know that Wesley Snipes is from here in Orlando?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that from, I went to the Orlando Film Festival and somebody told me that.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that's insane.
Him and Wayne Brady both went.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Wayne Brady's from here, dude. He went to SAC here in downtown.
The Wayne Brady?
The Wayne Brady.
Dude, I love Wayne Brady, man. Is he still hosting Let's Make a Deal?
I don't know, but...
I know I haven't seen it in a minute. I mean, I only see it when I visit old people. Not. But... Yeah. I hope he is. He's a good entertainer. Did Wayne Brady got a choker bitch?
My God, that was one of the funny skits I've ever seen.
Of all time. One of them.
Wayne Brady makes Malcolm X look like
Brian Gumble.
This is Angel.
This is Angel. PCV.
Question number 7. When was your best comedy performance to date, in your opinion?
Oh, West Side Comedy Theater, 2017. It was in Central Park. I met Ben Stiller after the show. That was random as fuck.
What did he say about your set?
Oh, he loved it. It was a weird, because he went there by himself. Like, he was like incognito shit like that. Like, he had like a hat, stuff like that. So he was like, yo, I thought that was funny. And then he just left it at that. And I appreciate it. And I was like, oh, thank you, man. I love your stuff. I was like, he was like, can I get a pin? Not right now. Literally. So I was like, oh, okay. But I loved it. I love.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Yeah, I was like, but he's short as fuck. He got a big ass fucking head. That dude got a huge fucking head. I'm like, God,
glad to hear that. Question number 8. What's one food that you can eat forever and not gain weight? However, the condition is one food item must cease to exist ever again.
What I'll eat for the rest of my life and not gain weight? Pasta. Hands fucking down, son. I can eat up some linguine, sciabolini, azzeline, I can eat all that. Things I cannot eat. I can go without bread. I mean, I eat bread, but for what? That's all I got on bread for what?
Okay.
Sometimes when I'm feeling existential.
All right. Question number 9. If you could watch 2 celebrities duke it out in the octagon, who would they be and who's doing color commentary?
Delonte West and Ice Cube. I want to see him in the big 3. And they got to fight. Hey, if I win, I want to be in the big 3. And then who's doing the color commentary? Floyd Mayweather. But he got to read his script.
So we're going to be there all night, essentially.
He got to read.
Wait, in that case, 50 Cent is a bonus guest because he wants to be there to witness in reading that.
So that's the title card right there for the fight for the big 3. Oh, and let's put Joe Rogan in there for some reason. He's just always there. I don't even listen to his shit. Like, I don't even pay attention to him, but I just somehow he's just gonna be there.
I can just imagine him, like, whenever there's like a fight going on, he's like, man, I really like chilling in this meditation. Where the hell? Why am I at this thing? Hey, Joe, so what do you think about this knockout?
Look, and he just get into it. Like, he just like...
He has some microchip somewhere, transports him to the fight so that he can do color commentary.
I know. Joe, it's time, like every fight.
But we're having such a great time. We're actually already at the last question. And it's a question that I ask everybody, but the answers always vary. And the question is, what is your best, most recent accomplishment?
My best, most recent accomplishment is my team. The people that I've surrounded myself with. But the wisdom and the guidance from God and everything. I'm not going to front. I didn't communicate it well to people that I could not be with, or some people that I've communicated with now. But I'm just proud of the people that I'm with. In these couple months, man, these guys are going to kill it. And you're going to see the work that these kids are putting in this show with everything else. Everybody's encouraging everybody too. That's my accomplishment right there. Oh, and in my last mockumentary, The Jump, man. Like, yeah, y'all watch that. Watch The Jump, son. Season 1 and 2 out.
On what platforms?
YouTube and Facebook. Watch.
Excellent. So. I'm so happy to hear that you have such a great team, because getting people to...
It's hard, man.
It's difficult.
Especially when they're on the same page and shit like that. Hard to get to everybody. Oh, my God.
Chemistry is vital.
As Eagles, everything like that, dude. It's like the Lakers.
I was going to say, I remember one year when the Lakers were stacked with talent, but since they had no chemistry, they didn't make anything happen.
They didn't make shit of it, man.
Absolutely. But SC, man, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Of course, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Of course. And for chasing your dream of being a comedian, however, somehow turning it into a social commentary mockumentary series that will hopefully inform the public about, what's going on in your life and, what's going on in your reality. Mm-hmm. That's why I think you, SC Yearty, have big DK energy.
I love that. You say that every time? Oh, nice.
That's how I close it out.
I love it. Thank you, man.
Of course. So, with all that being said and done, we're going to put all of his social media links in the description box below, including that GoFundMe. And I know we spoke a lot about, especially The Jump just now, but before we head out, is there anything else you want to say or promote?
Like I said, The Jump, my recent work, I got like 4 different other projects out. The Jump, Space is Black, Cabana Club with Chris Yearty Live. Watch all those. And then this new show, Better Than Ever. Please. I'll see you guys soon.
Awesome. So that all being said and done, I'm Danny K of the Big DK Energy Podcast, and we are signing off.
Peace.